everyone, and welcome to the apocalypse. You got the war in the Ukraine, you've got food shortages, drought, baby food shortages, famine, you've got the COVID pandemic, which is pestilence, and then you've got all those things above contributing to death. And to top all of it off, we've got 20-year high inflation, and we're all being held hostage by oil for food. Now, there are a lot of people out there who don't have the ability to homestead or use homesteading skills. They don't have acreage to grow a garden, or they don't hunt, they don't fish, and they rely more or less on the grocery store. And if you go to the grocery store nowadays, you'll see that the price of beef is just, astronomical per pound of beef. So today I'm going to show you a couple of tips on how to save money when you go to buy beef in bulk, even if it's just two people like me and my fiance. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. I've got 3 cuts of meat. This one, the regular price was $32.14, and the regular price for this one was $25.95. Now, if you look at the clearance price, it says it's $25.71, or savings of $6.43. And then on this one, it says the clearance price is $20.75, and a savings of $5.19. Neither one of these are correct, because you have to add tax to both the retail number and to the clearance number. And on this one, the actual savings on this one is $7.07, and the savings on this one is $5.71. To break that down further, you're going to take $51.12, divide it by 3, and you're going to end up with $19.04 per piece of meat. Now I'm going to take this even further and break these down into single individual cuts of meat. And I'm going to start off with the T-bone steaks. As you can see, these are some really thick T-bone steaks. And what I'm going to do is cut the bone out of them. I got my 2 T-bones broken down into 4 cuts of meat. And if I take the price of this, which was $28.28, and divide it by 4, I end up with $7.07 per cut of meat. And when I go to cook these, I'll cook these whole and then cut it, half for me, half for Lori, half for me, half for Lori. And then when I go to cook these, of 1 for me, 1 for Lori. Now on to the roast, and the total cost for it was $22.84. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down as well. And as you can see, this is a rather large roast. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to split it down the middle and then cut it into 4 different pieces. Even after breaking it down, these are still rather thick. So there's two. And then now here's four. My roast actually cost me $22.84. They can divide that by 4, and I end up with $5.71 per cut of meat. All right, so each one of these steaks cost me $5.71, and each one of these will actually be a meal. For instance, I'll take this one and add carrots, potatoes, onions, celery, gravy to it, and me and Lori both can have this for Sunday dinner. So here's all the meat that I just cut up, and each piece of meat cost me less than $7.25. Now I'm going to take and vacuum seal all this up and put it in the freezer. And when it comes to vacuum sealing, I prefer the rolls versus the bags just because they're customizable. And our vacuum sealer isn't the most expensive vacuum sealer on the market, but it gets the job done for what we need it for. All right, so I got all my roasts done. Before I vacuum seal my steaks, I like to put seasoning on them. It kind of helps with the flavor, in my opinion. And this is just my preferred brand of seasoning. All right, now these are ready for vacuum sealing. And here are my steaks ready to go in the freezer. All right, so there is not only thriving in the grocery store. All right, so there's not only surviving in the grocery store, but thriving in it as well. And this technique doesn't apply just to, beef, chicken, pork, this, that, and the other. It can also be used in dry goods. You can take and divide them up. And also, if it's more than just you and your spousal unit, you can take and scale it up for other members of your family. So thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.